And in the latest development, just moments back, Defense Minister of Israel has ordered a complete siege of the Gaza Strip. He has categorically said that there will be no electricity, no food, no fuel, everything will be closed. Israel's military has been relentlessly retaliating after Hamas launched attack on Saturday. The Israeli army said that it hit more than 500 targets in the blockaded Gaza Strip in overnight clashes, while fighting persisted in 7 to 8 locations inside Israel around the enclave. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has asked the nation to prepare themselves for a long and difficult war, a day after Hamas fired a barrage of thousands of rockets at Israel and sent a wave of fighters who gunned down civilians and took at least 100 hostages. And just a few moments back, the latest development that has come in is that the defense minister has ordered a complete siege of the Gaza Strip. He has categorically said that there will be no electricity, no food, no fuel, and everything will be closed. For context, it's important to note that Gaza has been under a crippling air, land and sea blockade since 2007. More than 2 million residents continue to face water and electricity shortages, as well as the lack of medicines and doctors unable to perform surgeries. Israel and Hamas have been at odds for decades, and this attack, this war, is deemed as one of the deadliest that has happened in less than a century. The last time we saw an attack as deadly as this was the Yom Kippur War in 1973. And this is not the first time that these acquisitions have been exchanged. Israel and Hamas have been at odds for decades. They've exchanged acquisitions of playing a role in attacks and sabotage operations in each other's territories. Our correspondent Jody Cohen, who's in Ra'anana, was in the midst of the rocket fire from Gaza. Take a look.
Hamas is said to be sending further militias into Israel, and the fighting continues in 6 locations. 1,000 Israeli civilians have been killed, and this has been compared to Israel's 9/11. Hamas has taken 100 hostages and Islamic Jihad 30 hostages from multiple countries, the youngest being 9 months old. Hamas's attack is also affecting the Palestinian people. In response, the Israel Defense Forces have hit 500 targets, including Hamas and Islamic Jihad infrastructure and high-rise towers housing Hamas assets. Israel is warning Palestinian civilians to take shelter, and 120,000 have left their homes. The IDF says it has killed over 400 Hamas militia in Gaza and more within Israel. And discussions are currently taking place regarding the formation of a unity government within Israel, led by Netanyahu and including some opposition parties. This is Jodie Cohen for WION World is One.
Earlier, our correspondent Jodie Cohen escaped from a rocket fire. She's safe now, but let's take a look at her ground report.
I've just finished my live, and now I'm having to run to take shelter. There's a rocket coming from Gaza to where I am. I'm going to try and go to the community shelter. I don't even know where the shelter is. Okay, I'm in the building, but I don't know where the shelter is. Slicha, Efo shelter? Okay, down. What? Okay. I'm in the shelter. There's other people here. So where we are in Renana, we have a minute and a half to get to the shelter. People down south in the border communities, they have sometimes as little as 3 or 4 seconds. So they literally sleep in shelters, in their stairwells, wherever they can to get as close as possible to shelter as quickly as possible. I've just finished my live, and now I'm having to run to take shelter. There's a rocket coming from Gaza to where I am. I'm going to try and go to the...
And that's our correspondent, Jodie Cohen, who you can see is frantically trying to seek shelter. She's right now in Ranana, Israel, where she's trying to escape a rocket attack.